All right. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting for the stream to kick up again. It's been a very active day today. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm also really excited. We've been finding a bunch of really great things uh, that I had previously thought were not available, and some of which have changed. So we're going to go through what has changed today in a very messy way. So again, this will be a longer stream, but there's a lot of content for you to go dig out of here if you want to fast forward through it. I'm also fighting against the intrepid fly who just keeps bothering me. He's survived in my room for the last like day and a half, and he's still flying around. So he might he might make an appearance again. I might end up spilling my coffee trying to kill him. Mm. All right, so I titled the stream. I changed it. We were doing some bonsai stuff. Bonsai is my command line tool that I'm doing a whole playlist stream, set of streams for converting to bonsai, converting my dot files over to bonsai, my scripts and installers, custom installers and stuff. Hey, look, I'm wearing shorts. And it was at that time that I discovered that the yqlib has been updated. And so what's yqlib? Why do you care? Um, a very, very brief summary on why you might care about the rest of this video. If you are doing anything with YAML, and that's pretty much everybody today in cloud native world, you will be using JQ and YQ. And by the way, make sure you're using Mark Barrow's YQ, the Go version, and not the stupid Python version. If you do install with your app, you might end up getting apt install or what RPM install, you might end up getting the wrong one, getting this really bogus, old, ancient, bad Python code. Make sure you're using Mike Barrow's YQ, which is really great. Like most brilliant engineers and software developers, they love making things that are extremely complicated for anybody trying to understand what's going on inside, but that have a really good interface on the outside. So what is YQ? Let me just answer very quickly what YQ is. So YQ is the code that allows you to do really amazing transformations, such as the ones that I've done in my Kate's app. This is no, this is Go. No, this is I don't do Go. I don't do Rust. Rust is a waste of time. So I do things that actually get you a job and get you paid that matter. So anyway, and so within the Kubernetes resource, let me see if I can find it again. Git pull. All right, so here we are. So this is an example of what you can do with YQ. Really, really powerful stuff. And then I'll tell you why it matters in Go, right? Because reasons I'll get to. So down here, we're doing a transformation. We're getting a bunch of YAML data. So in this particular case, the values that Postgres file, which we pulled out of chart.lock and to get the version, and then we did kubectl show values. No, we did, Helm show values. And then we dumped it. If you don't know about Kubernetes, it doesn't matter. What you need to know is that you get a file that looks like this, right? I mean, and this is the kind of files that people in my job and in DevOps and Kubernetes, this is the kind of thing that they're looking at all day. And, it's annoying, right? So right away you'll be like, I can't even make sense of this file. How can I just see this, what's in this file? So then enter YQ. So YQ allows you to query the file, using dot, it'll like do a thing. One of the first transformations you can do, which is this is a freebie, is ... comments equals empty brackets. This is part of the YQ domain specific language for doing things, manipulations, evaluating the YAML data. So that right away will spit out, will spit out exactly the same thing. And if we make sure to add a -C so that we get the colors, it'll continue to keep our colors, and it took all the comments out. So that's some pretty magical transformation if you're trying to see what's going on, right? Maybe you want the comments, maybe you don't. Maybe you just want one part of it. But in this particular case, I want the whole thing to be moved over, and I can certainly do that with shell, but with YQ, the command for that becomes ridiculously easy. I just have to say that I want equals, right? And then I can, let me show you the command. So it's in build. So the command is like, so I just say I want to put all of this under, right? under here. And then I can say I want the whole thing to be under Postgres colon. So in fact, let's just cheat and steal this one. I'm going to steal this one. All right, and we'll go back. So B, and then we get that. And then let's go get it again. Resources, values, Postgres. Right. So this gives us exactly the same thing. Literally the same thing. Why isn't it doing that? That's annoying. Okay. But see what it did? It put it all under Postgres here. Hey Nick Admin, what's up? So it put it all under Postgres and it pushed everything over.
Admin is
right?
now following.
And that's a pretty basic thing to do, but now you know it's done very reliably so that the whole thing can be combined together in a single template file at the end of the day effectively. So all these values files, so Harm will do the right thing. So this is, it was a very, very brief summary of why you would use a YQ and what it does. Sometimes you want to pull stuff out of here. So for example, down here, I actually pulled all of the secrets out of the file and I stuck all of the secrets by name. This gives me all of the names of the secrets. And then I looped through that secrets file and I generated an external secrets file instead with this little for loop here. Again, something that could not be done without YQ. I mean, you could write 60 lines of shellcode using C-split and all kinds of, hacky stuff, or you could just write one line with YQ. This is why I'm making a video. The use of the YQ query language is supremely important for people that are doing modern enterprise development and shell scripting and all kinds of things. More important than said, in my opinion. This is, by the way, another statement using YQ that is filtering out. It's showing everything. All the YAML multi-doc files, all the YAML documents separated by triple dashes are being written to manifest base app.yaml without the word secret. So if the kind is secret, it doesn't get written. So again, these are, if you've done anything with SQL, you know how important that query language is. That's what it is. So YQ is the query language, or YAML, TOML, and JSON actually. And JSON is a subset of YAML. Therefore, you can use YQ on JSON data. Period. You don't need to use JQ. In fact, YQ is more efficient at doing the same thing that JQ made famous, that YQ took on. And in benchmarking. So, YQ is really the tool to learn because YQ can read TOML, it can read JSON. It can't write TOML, unfortunately. It can, but it's simple. It's not the same. And so this is really the way, if you're doing any sort of manipulation or querying or retransforming of data in any of those structured data formats, including XML, YQ is the way to go. JQ can't do any of that other stuff. Only YQ can do that. YQ is the one true way to deal with structured data. There is no debating that. That's just the way it is today. And I can show you the horrible code that was written that did not use YQ, that was unsafe and wrong, and you should just use YQ. So this is me the beginning of this video making a case for YQ. But now I'm going to tell you why you might want to use yqlib, because yqlib gives you all of that power, but allows you to submit a query in a Go program. So you don't have to shell out and run YQ or have a YQ dependency on the system. You can just build your app to use yqlib instead. The problem is, and this is going to be the crux of this video, the longest part of this video, is that yqlib is a pain in the ass to work with. And I don't know why they made it that way, so much so that I made my own thing to deal with it called YQ, which is a bad name, I agree. RBX Rob YQ, and my first version of this was to make a file. I was just to encapsulate to get the query. So you would write evaluate. This would be the string that I passed as the first argument to YQ, and then these are the files that I wanted to manipulate, and then if I get an error or not, right? And so that way it can take standard in if you want. But the idea being that this would be much easier because, I mean, unfortunately, the library does not have something like this. At least it didn't back when this was done. This was version 4.20, I think it was. We're up to 4.44 now. And that's why I'm making a video, because there have been breaking dependencies, even though, the promise of backward compatibility is normally a thing. Mike's decided not to do that and completely broken the backward compatibility here, which made it impossible for me to compile because now it's broken. So I have backward compatibility issues, And so would you. So I'm making a live stream as I fix what those backward compatibility issues are, discover what they are, and encapsulate them into a simpler function call or two that I can put in my collection of snippets or in, updated in YQ here, so that I can use this to do YAML transformations on the job, such as changing every reference to an image container from its Docker home to its new home internally on our Harbor infrastructure, which is a very common task that you need to do when you're working with containerized images in the cloud native world. That's an idea of a very important transformation of a YAML data into something else, where you want to change the value anytime there's a value that says image. I want to change that. You can't just do that with sed or perl-pie. Nope, can't do it. It's not safe. But you can pretty reliably say anytime there is an image thing here, I'm going to go ahead and do that, right? As long as you can pass that data to the thing to be queried. So I've actually spent a week or so writing a YAML node tree walker that walks through the YAML.v3 node tree to do the same thing in a very complicated way. And now I'm starting to think that the better option here is to make sure we understand how to call into yqlib and then just do the same things we would have coded in our bash scripts in YQ and put those into our Go code and codify that, right? So that's what we're doing. So right now we're going to be we need to figure out what went wrong here. And I think the first thing is that they've gotten rid of a bunch of stuff. So the interface to the evaluator has changed. You're not ever supposed to change the interface, but they decided to change it because reasons. So, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to go with it. So we need to look up what the, so evaluate to string in the previous iteration of this. The new all at once evaluator is the thing that we're trying to use. And the new all at once evaluator has changed. There's no documentation on it. It just says that it's an evaluator. Well, it actually isn't anymore. Because if you look at the old version of the evaluator, it would tell you that it's supposed to it has an evaluate files that takes 4 arguments, which it no longer does. You need a printer, and you can't do a printer because there's no such thing as YAML output format, which, is kind of frustrating. So let's make sure we know where all the compatibilities are. So yqlib has this thing called YAML output format, which, guess what, isn't a thing anymore. It just got ripped away. It was an exported symbol, and they decided it wasn't used anymore. So I have no idea where it went. It was available in the previous version. New YAML encoder is now dead. Okay, wait. New YAML encoder is now... that method has totally changed, so we're going to look up what that changed. So that now just takes the YAML preferences, like YAML encoder. This might actually be good news. Okay, look, they decided to call it yqlib.encoder instead of a YAML encoder, which is interesting. So that looks like some simplification. Let's go ahead and fix that. So this needs to change to just take prefs. Now, the indent and colors have probably been added to the prefs. I assume that that's what they wanted to do. And that's actually a really sane thing to do. So add colors, and what was the other thing we deleted? Get diff. What did I delete? And then colors, indent and colors. So let's add colors, add indent. So I don't know how to do that. We'll find that out. So here's another one. Printer output format is no longer a thing. Don't know why. It's just not. So we'll have to figure out how to replace that if it's needed at all. New single print writer prefs. Where did we even put that? That was not used. Printer output format. Where does this even go? New printer. I don't see it being assigned anywhere. Do you? I don't see it anywhere. We could probably just delete it. Undefined microprinter output. Unwrap colors, boolean indent. I have a feeling we're going to be able to get around this and delete these because they're not getting used. So So yeah. All right, so we're gonna come back down here. We're gonna read more about the new YAML encoder. It takes YAML prefs, which I don't know. Let's go read about those. Please document them. Okay, there they are. Indent. Okay, hey, look, indent is now a thing. Surprise, surprise. And so is colors. Colors enabled. Yeah. So a new printer. Actually, we don't need that. We can actually carry that in. To do add colors, I think we could just put colors enabled. We could not have it. I don't know. What was it before? We were passing in colors, right? Oh, right. We were taking in colors when we made a new printer. Indent. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. We also got rid of separator. I don't think separator is needed either. I don't print doc separators. Okay, so that's also a preferences thing. And unwrap is also a preferences thing. This is actually really important because all of the new printers are now we could just pass the YAML preferences and call it a day. So a new printer IO writer makes sense. So I think we do. I'm not even sure we have to pass printer anymore to the evaluator. I'm not sure though. It looks like, yeah, it looks like we still do. It looks like we do. So new evaluator. All right, so here we go. So let's see. Evaluator string files. Colors could be. We don't need that. We can just tell them. We can just call it colors unwrap scale. I can see why you got rid of it actually now. We don't need separator and unwrap. We don't need that anymore. We don't need any of this. In fact, new YAML encoder preps. New single print writer W. And new printer equals an encoder. A new YAML encoder plus a printer preps, which almost makes us not even need to do a new printer here anymore, because we don't need to pass any of these things. They simplified it. This is much better. So actually, that's much better. We're doing all the many things that must be configured. It's funny because this was a problem and then it got removed. This right here, this code right here is plenty. This is all we need right here. So let's take that out, and anytime we need a printer, which is right, where do we have to pass the printer to? New printer, there it is. We can just do this. We can say encoder equals new YAML preps, new print writer, a new printer. Yeah, I think we could actually make this our own new printer. And we need to tell it we want to write the standard out. So a new single print writer. I think this is the one that takes that out. Yep, IO writer. So that can be. We don't need writer anymore. No, that needs to be evaluate sprint prints. So OS stud error, new logging backlog. So the printer writer. I don't know. New files like the dependent files. Print writer. What was the print writer before? What was it up here? It was whatever writer got passed into it. Okay. What was the print writer? Oh, OS stood out. Okay, so there we go. That answers the question. So this can be OS stood out. That gets rid of that. Undefined prefs. We can actually define these prefs now. So those are the prefs that were up here that we got rid of. And yeah. So yeah, yqlib dot Yeah, there it is. YAML preps. New YAML encoder. YAML preps. New YAML decoder. Decoder. This is just for the decoding. New YAML encoder. I think we could probably do the same preps here. So we're going to try that. Same preps as the decoder. I'm glad they fixed that. That's pretty cool. It's like yqlib for YAML, yeah, but better. So yqlib single print writer os.out. New print writer. We don't need a return. We need a PR equals. So PR equals yqlib new printer. We don't need output format. yqlib YAML output format is. I don't think that's needed anymore. I don't even think it's defined anymore. It isn't. True, false. That was the color and stuff. And the numbers. We can get rid of all of that. We can go in and change our preferences here later. And then we do a new YAML decoder. And we evaluate files passing off the printer, the coder, the files, and the expression. So that is enough to fix that. Which is good because I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. My glasses are broken. Yeah, I hit my head. My teeth, everything's broken. So evaluate to string. Same thing, just call into the other one. This is a case where we want a new, we want a YQ buffer is the only thing. We just want a bytes buffer. So the only difference here is we do want some of this. Again, let's grab that. And then we're going to put that here. And the new printer is going to be the encoder. We'll have preps, and the new single print writer will be the new bytes buffer. So this will be buff. And the rest can stay the same. So preferences we don't need. DC we already have. Too many arguments to call the new printer. And power preps, new YAML decoder. Evaluate files. And call to new printer. What? yqlib new printer. I think that's like a leftover. What's different? Decoder. New printer. Evaluate files. Evaluate files. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. How you doing? Oh, wow. Raid, huh? Love raids. Okay, so what's up? How you doing, Sporio? How you doing? Yeah, I didn't get the raid notification. Sorry, I missed that. New YAML decoder preps. So we're doing the YAML. And it looks like we fixed all of our problems here. So for those who are just joining, we're making it so you can call YQ from Go directly without calling out to the YQ by using the underlying yqlib that is built into YQ, the YQ program by Mike Bear. Same person, same exact library that is used inside the YQ program is available in a somewhat convoluted way in order to call directly. And that's what we're doing. And I actually created a YQ of my own to do that, to do this testing some time ago in the lab. And I realized that some of the interface is broken. Is definition for those types is broken. So I'm fixing it just so I can fix mine. And then I'll understand how to do the calling. And I can encapsulate these pretty easily. I think probably the hardest part of this whole thing still is a stupid logging dependency. It's absolutely horrible. I really, really wish that Micro would upgrade to using slog and get rid of this. It is so bad, and you have to have it though. If you don't have this, you can't do. Let's see, logging setback. Maybe I have it wrong. Add module, logging, add module. Do I need it still? At one point you had to pass the logger with it. I think I might be able to drop the logger now. Hey, thanks for the follow. I think I might be able to drop the logger now. That would be so
is now
awesome.
following.
Oh my god, I hope I can block. I can get rid of it. Sit back in B2. It is. Oh my god. New logging backend format. I think I can get rid of this. Oh, no. See that? Logging must be formatter. Format is used someplace. Logging new backend formatter A1 V1. Hello, what's up, Ek Shunya? And let's go here. We've got. I actually think I can get rid of the logging. Thank God. Oh my God, they may have actually simplified this, so I don't have to use any. Oh, I will love this. I will love this if that's true. I mean, this is not that bad at all. Oh my God, I hope this is so true. All right, so it used to be I had to pass all this stuff in there. This is all dead. Get rid of that. It's all dead. All right, evaluate, create. This is my thing. Evaluate creates a yqlib evaluator and applies it to one or more files with reasonable predictable defaults for logging, decoding, and printing. Oh, that was it. I remember. I had to do that thing with the logging interface because kubectl, that's what it uses for its logging. And anytime you build in, if you build this YQ library into your own product, if you don't log that way, then your stuff will not make it into the Kubernetes output. That's why that's there. That's why that's there. I forgot about that. So I don't care about that though. I hate it, especially since slog is a thing now. And I don't know if it's even going to be needed, but that's why it's there. I forgot I added it for that reason. Because I added YQ and I was doing some YQ work inside of kubectl and it was throwing log errors, but it wasn't going to the right place. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what's up. See if this will even build. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm going to delete that logging stuff.
Nicolin is now following.
I'm not. You can't make me. All right, so evaluate the string is the same as evaluate returns a string with the output instead. Makes it into a bytes buffer, evaluate files, and then we turn the space. That's just yeah, I don't even know if I need that. I don't think I need that. All right, so let's actually see if this will build. I think I might have fixed it. I do. I hope so. That would be so great. This is not YQ. Please do not panic. But I want to show you that it's actually not too far from the YQ. So I can do dot slash YQ dot, and I can pass it the test data. Oops, test data. Sample.yaml. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what it was. That was me shutting up mapping output. Yeah. Yeah. That was me shutting up all this shit. And now I enabled it. Now it's back on. Why would that be on by default? Why in God's name? That's what that was. Zig's cool. Just useless. There's a lot of cool but useless stuff out there. Encoder YAML. Marshall YAML. Why? I don't want this shit. It did it. It worked, but I don't want all the extra shit. What am I missing? Please tell me I can turn that off in the logging now somehow. That's what all that was. Yeah. Get diff. That is the only reason. That is the only reason I had that in there. It was to shut that logging and formatted output. Um, set printer writer. Printer writer. Shitty log shit. Gotta hate opt-go logging. Circa 2012. Forget logging must string format. Reset logging new log backend. Stud error goes to 0. Set level set b2 set level logging dot error. That's the problem is it's been set like that by default because we're working on main, I think. Yeah. And set backend b2. I think this is the reason it's doing this. Yeah. How do I turn it off? I want that. I don't want it. I don't want it. Must string formatter shortcut function. New backlog error. Set level logging dot error equals nothing. Don't give me the logging error. That's what this is. That's what it is. Yep. Yeah, VIQ. Why would you not? Why would you have that on by default? I just cannot understand why that would be the default behavior. That doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. That the yqlib's defaults are like shit. There's got to be an easier way to turn that off. There just has to be. All right, let's go digging. I don't want to put that ugly logging code in there. I really don't. Go doc. Whoops. Go doc. yqlib. String evaluator, tag style, XML preferences. Your stream's like pretty crispy. Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah. Hey Bob, how you doing? So here we go. Style UID. Constant tag style name, iota, man style, XML preferences. Why is this logging stuff happening? I need to open an issue. Where's Farrah's thing? cd into Mike github.com Mike Farrah YQ issues. What is this? I mean, God, look at that 2100. This is the most important tool for doing YQ and YAML manipulation. Period. I want to do a search. Can you do a search from the command line? That would be so cool. GH issue. I think there is actually. I think there's a regular expression search you can do. Create, develop, edit, status transfer, unlock, unpaid view. I think it's view list. It's list label assigning search. There we go. Issue list. I should make an alias for this. Search yqlib. See what we get. Okay, so there weren't that many with yqlib, thank God. Imagine doing this from the web interface, which you can do -- web. There you go. And now you have now exactly the same thing in a web interface. Because I'm running tmux on my host system. I made a video about that. I haven't posted it yet though. So tmux for the win. So let me scoot over a bit. Whoopsie. How about that? That's better. So here we have how can I merge the two YAML files? Sample usage of the public API enhancement v4. See this? I want to help with that. I'm going to commit to that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a contributor to the YQ project. I'm going to figure out how to do that. You're moving in December. How far away? Far away? Hopefully not too far. Probably. It sounds like you are though. Well, I'll be around. Texarkana. Well, you can put a good word in for me when the Civil War starts. What else are you gonna do? You have to laugh. That's the only thing. You have to laugh and watch V for Vendetta, which I watched the other night. All I did is like lust after Natalie Portman. I mean, and Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving's amazing vocabulary. Okay, I'm done. All right, what do we got here? Issue two, GH issue view 2021. I want to read about this. So we're using these really pretty markdown rendered compliments of Bash Bunny, Twitch streamer who I rated the other day, who actually works for Charm Bracelet, who made the library that allows these pretty colorful comments. Nick One, what's up? What's up? Nick One is here. Nick One, wait, I forgot. Yeah, okay. So hello. I just would like to provide a basic usage example of the API that YQ offers. I don't like if the API is stable, but currently this works. Oh my gosh, you wrote it up. We may have found it. We may have hit it. We may have hit the master. YQ function. Look at all these pretty colors. I'm reading Markdown. Yeah. YQ new YAML decoder. Init strings new reader. Fatal decode. YQ new evaluator at once. Dot evaluate nodes. Wait, you don't have to pass anything to it now? Since when does that happen? What? Who? What? 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 When do I not have to pass anything to it? Oh my lordy lord! I found this example thing. This is a. Oh my gosh! I gotta commit this. You can make. Look at how easy that is. Why am I doing that? I'm doing it right now. I am doing it right now. Yes. I am so glad I looked. All this junk, wasted effort. Don't need any of it. Don't need it. Wait, evaluate files if error. Hell, I don't even need to dump the error if I don't want. No, I do not. Oh my god. Do you have any idea how big a deal this is? Wait. Let's see. CMT. Oh boy. Wrong thing, Rob. CMT. I know. I should have done that with another thing. So, EV. We don't need that. We don't need that. No. We don't. We can do this. We can say error. In fact. Oh my god. This can't possibly be this easy. It can't be. No. Wait. Evaluate nodes. You know why? Because he's because he's just calling the node. The node gets marshals to YAML. I even said this earlier. Oh my god, this is so stinking cool. Well, we get access to the nodes. Evaluate nodes. Oh my god, this is cool. Evaluate nodes. EXPR. And that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. Errors declared but not used. Okay, I will use it then. If error does, well, I mean, let's just do this. The regular, everybody hates it. Everybody loves to hate it, like I do. Meh, we don't need that. If error doesn't equal nil, then do a thing. Assignment mismatch. Wait, what? What does this return? Oh, a list of nodes and what? It returns the result. Oh, a result and an error. I see. I see how you are. Okay. Result. If I can nail. Certain cases buff string. Don't need that. Don't need to do that. We just need to marshal. We're gonna marshal it as a string. I don't think we can do this. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna make results. I think we can do that. I think that will marshal it to string automatically. Possibly not. Can it use result variable type? Wait, what? String. I think I need to marshal it, actually. Because the printer does the marshalling. Yeah. Yeah, I need to marshal. Mm-hmm. So how do you do that? You do this. You do str. Actually, hell, I don't even think I need to do that. I can just change the standard output to be the bytes buffer and return the bytes buffer. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So buff equals bytes, new bytes buffer, bytes buffer. Uh-huh. And then I can do, is it right or printf? Is it printf? I can't remember. Which one is it? I could say, I could do this in a really weird way. I could do os.out equals, this is a horrible idea. I'm not doing that. That's a horrible idea. I can change the output file descriptor to be the bytes buffer, but then I have to set it back. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. I tried to figure. Another way to do it would be to marshal it to a string. So yeah. Well, I can just sprintf. Let's just sprintf. Oh my god, why didn't I do that before? I feel dumb now. All right, buff equals. How about this? Output equals empty sprintf. Oh, god damn it, Rob. Sprintf result. Yes. And like, what is this even doing? How about sprint? How about that? Out declared not used. I know. Give me a second. Trim space. Don't need to. Well, I guess I could. Trim space out. Common yield. All right. That should do it, my friends. Output to string. I can't believe how simple this is. This is, I gotta make, okay, if this turns out to be this simple, then I gotta make like a 5-minute video, 10-minute video that does this, because this is crazy cool. This is crazy. It's crazy how cool this is. Go builds CMD YQ, my own personal YQ. Not to be confused with the other YQ. Here we go. Oh my god, it did it. It still has this stupid output though. It did it. It did it. Watch, I'm gonna prove it. See, I'm gonna get rid of the comment. Comments equals empty. Now there's no comments. What is with the logging though? Where is the logging coming from? Did I enable that somehow? I don't understand where the logging is coming from. It's not in here. Where's the logging coming from? All right, let's go back to this thing. New bytes buffer. All right, there you go. Encoder equals new YAML encoder. Output new bytes buffer printer. Now we need printer. Wait, what? Encoder equals YAML new YAML encoder. New printer encoder. New single printer writer outer printer results. This is so cool. If anyone looking at examples using library instead of the CLI, I haven't found any documentation describing it, so the most of the knowledge came from looking at the results CLI. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm actually going to make a comment. Using evaluate. Notes. So this amazing bit of data got buried in 3,000 issues. Uh, this needs to be added to the documentation. I'm going to make a PR for this doc and close this PR and get contributor credit on YQ. Maybe they'll do it. I don't know. Um, uh, eh. And by the way, I'm going to make a YouTube video about this. I'm going to go ahead and edit it and put it in here and say make a YouTube video about it. Say based on this, because this is just so amazing. The problem I need is so I'm adding a comment through the GHPR tool. I want to go view it again though. So new YAML encoder, new default YAML preferences, new printer, single print writer out. Print results. So the print ln does it. I have a feeling that the print writer that we're putting out is the one that's screwing up the logging. So I think that's what's going on. I think that's what's going on there. So, hey, look, there's my comment. Use comments to be full conversation. -- comments, please. I want all of the comments. Also, I could be zooming this in. I'm sorry, I'm still big mode. How to disable a log. There we go. View the full review. Like this. glog pocking. Like so. Production main function will take care of setting the Y log level. In production main function will take care of setting the log level to. In test, we count on this to set the default log level for all tests. We do this because yqlog is very chatty, even if it is sometimes very useful. Of course, it is an individual test. One could change the level and reset the level. Do you like civil like yqlib? That's it? That's all I needed to do this whole time? Are you kidding me? How did I not know? Oh, okay, so I didn't read. God bless people who make these things. I did all that shitty log level stuff. I did not need any of it. I didn't. All right. Funk in it. It is. Funk in it. It is. All right. So funk in it. I'm going to cut and paste this. Cut and paste using tmux. Paste. Save so it cleans it up. There we go. Undefined glog. How about we import that mother? What are we going to call it? Oh, here we go. I mean, this is sort of an ugly thing, but all right, we'll put it up here. Yes, save. Init yqlib. Why is it yq-lib and not like... All right, let's build it. I could make a build thing, but let's do... Oh boy, there we go. Yay, that's like really great. Okay, here comes the video. Here comes the video. I'm going to make a video about it, and I'm going to get rid of evaluate. I'm not even going to do that anymore. Only because this is... I actually don't need this. Yep. Evaluate to string. Files equals thing. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. God, look at how much simpler this is. I don't even think I need to do a trim space, but I'm doing it anyway, so there. I don't think I need this either. Files. Evaluate files. Actually, I think I can do the same thing. Holy moly. Holy moly. Can I? I don't know. We're about to find out. We're about to find out, my friends. New evaluator 1, evaluate files. I think we have to use other things. Expression, file names, string, printer, lib, decoder. So it looks like a no. Honestly, I don't care about the files. I don't ever use that anyway. I don't. Nope. I don't use it. I just use evaluate string, which is way better. Yeah. Log level warning. Everything is present. Okay, so now what can we do? Now we can actually, we need to bump the version here. We're going to need to bump the version to, wait, do we even have a version? I think we do. Oh, CMDI go. Yeah. This version needs to go to acquire YAML JSON files, JSON, YAML, JSON, TOML, XML. It does them all. It goes YQ. It's so cute. Cute. Well, I don't even know why there's copyright in there. I don't know. There should not be. Can I name allows YAML and YAML, JSON, TOML, XML files to be queried, blah, blah, blah. I don't even need this in here. I really don't. I should not be giving the JQ tool credit. It's more of the YQ tool than anything now. It's so much better than JQ. It's like ridiculous how much better it is. Evaluate. Is that a thing? Function evaluate. Is it in the same space? I think it is. Evaluate to string. Command. We have evaluate. We're taking the arguments. I don't need any of that. This is just a test repo. I don't even need this anymore. I should probably archive this repo. This is, I don't want people using this. I want them to use JQ. So it's more of a gist than anything. It probably should go in as that. I should probably put it in as Zettelkasten. Then. It's already in my lab, so. Yeah, I'm going to delete this. Do people have dependencies on it? GH repo view -- web. Let's see if anybody's depending on it. I doubt it. Yeah, nobody's using it. So that's fine. Actually, that's not true. Bonsai is using it. So Bonsai, that's how I found it. Bonsai's got a core dependency on it. Why is this even in here? The reason I put this in here is so that you could include it in your own monoliths. So you can include the YQ command in your monolith. Think about that for a second. Wouldn't you like the entire YQ command in your home lab monolith? That's why it's here. And that's why it's staying. Okay, so yes, I got to keep it here. That's why it's here. It's calling evaluate. So I just need to change the argument to it a little bit. Args, blah, 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 undefined values. Okay, so to be queried using simple syntax that's nearly identical to the most popular JQ tool. To be queried using the popular YQ tool. Wait, what? Using the popular YQ tool from Mike Barra, but without the, I should say, I see, what is it? I forgot how to, I think it's XEXE, yeah. I think it's exe. I can't remember. I think it's exe. Yeah, from Macbera, but without the without the using the popular yq tool, using the popular yqlib used by the yq tool from Macbera, but without just without the Cobra, right? YQ actually decided to add in Cobra, and that was a mistake. You don't need it. Now we need like raw and all that jazz. Allows YAML JSON TOM files to be queried using the popular yqlib user tool with Macbera, but without all the extras. Like, printing out color and all that stuff. You don't need that. I could make it do that. I could actually import. I should probably do that eventually. I should add a bunch of switches to this that set the state of YQ. So like the configuration data, is by default. Nah. Using the popular. Okay. This is convenient for adding your own YQ to your HomeKit monolith. Monolith. Okay. All right. The first argument is the expression and almost always begins with a dot. C for exact syntax. Until more documentation is updated. Here it's going to say the remaining arguments are the names of one or more files. If no file argument is passed, standard input is assumed per Unix filter philosophy. Note that the special dash file name is not supported even though it was in the original tool. You could probably change that. I would just have to change the output. So append files, case one, append files, dash, and we're not doing that. Use jar, we're not doing that. Yep. If there's 0, get a usage error. If there's 1, then we're considering standard error. Okay, that's what's up with the dash. I see. So we actually do need to read. I don't think I have the input to be able to do that, do I? I don't think I do. That's what was up with the other one. Yeah, here we go. If append files equals blah. Evaluate to string files if files equals append files. Oh, this is going to call the file thing. Yeah, we don't want that. So if we actually allow a file to be dash, we're not going to allow a file to be dash. Evaluate nodes. New evaluator once. I think this actually does that by default. I really do. Nodes yqlib. Nodes expression. Yeah, this is just hard coded to read from standard input. Yep, I think that's already there. I don't need any of this. Oh my god, this is so amazing. This is really amazing. If it works, I don't know. We're gonna see. So let me go back to editing the command. Yeah, I think. Fed files. Evaluate. YQ.go. Evaluate. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Evaluate. Give me return values. How many is there really? String and error. Interesting. Yeah. The default behavior is to just print it, right? I think we need to do this. I do because we need to do the error thing. Yeah, because we need to grab the error. If there's an error, we need to return it. So we should trim out nil. Yeah. Return because of return blank and nil. Out. Go ahead and return nil for that. All right. Sprint F result. No, that's always going to work. So that's never going to be an error. In fact, MMD sprint result. I don't even think we need the trim space, honestly. But we're going to leave that in there. I think the reason for that is so that it would be like on the same line. God, look at how much smaller this file is. I cannot stand it. It's driving me nuts. Out error equals evaluate return. Actually, if error, whoopsie daisy. If error equals nil, return error. Return empty. Actually, we can still return out and error. Who cares? Yep. Oh wait. Return error. We should still print it, right? Should we still print it? Yeah. Should we do a println? I don't know. Should we do a println or should we just do a print? I should do a smart print, actually. Yeah. Return error. Missing comma for new line. You're full of it. Oh. Derp. Derpy derp 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 derp. It. All right. Sample. Oh, what? That is not the right thing, right? What happened, friends? What the hell happened? I broke something. I broke something. Return strings, string error. The results. I definitely broke something. I do not know what, though. Please tell me this doesn't return. It does. Okay. What the hell? Log printf println. What happened, my friends? All right, so whoopsie. Okay, that's a problem. Yep. So that's a thing without a, yeah. I broke something. I think that's a node that hasn't been marshaled. Yeah. Mostly because it's getting called wrongly. Marshalling's not happening. I should probably call Marshall on it directly. Yeah, I'm getting there. I know where to go, but it's taking us a while. All right, so evaluating xargs. To print out. Oh, that's why. It's not marshalling it at all. Interesting. This is returning string. Value is the same as equivalent string output set. String output. Where are we not printing the error? I broke something. I'm trying to figure out what I broke. I think I probably need to make a YAML writer. I do. I'm probably have to make a YAML writer like that example had. I don't want to do that though. So I used if you print ln out. Actually, let's do a printf. I want to see what type it is, which is a Go thing. Type is it capital T? I think it's capital T. Yeah. I should do a rebuild automatically. I should do entr to do rebuild. Yeah. Okay. It's a string. So that's weird because it's getting marshaled to a string without the marshalling, which means that whatever's getting returned is not what we think it is. In the thing. Okay, so that means this result log printf. What type is that? I don't know. We don't know. But we know it can be marshaled, but I think it's kind of a problem. It's a list. Oh, that's right. We have to iterate through the list. That is right. I don't think a list is yeah, it's a list of nodes. Wait, where is our fix for this? Here it is. Evaluate nodes. And it prints the result. So what's happening is it's not getting marshaled at the right time. That println should marshal the result. The result is a list of YAML nodes which should be encoded properly. And they're not getting input. They were before. And that's what I don't understand. Something about the marshalling process. This is a very confusing part of Go. Is how to skip without API. Yes, we didn't even. We're using a programmatic API. To be fair, so yeah, this is it. This is all you have to do. Not to be confused with the web API. So we know that the result getting returned is a list of lists, which should be able to be marshaled as a bunch of nodes. But something is happening when we are casting it here. When it finally gets printed, it's not being printed properly. So in fact, I would venture to guess that, well, no, because this right here should have marshaled it. Yeah, we've lost something in the translate. So a list of lists is a marshable thing. And I'm going to prove that right now. So here's the list, has exported fields, a double linked list, back front, init, insert before. Let's see if it implements string. It does not implement string. Damn. It doesn't. It's interesting. It does not implement the string interface. Were we not using this before? What were we using before? Huh. Interesting. I don't know why it was working before. This is, I mean, this is fine. We can do some fun things with this. If let's do something. So let's do result 0, just for testing. Bill, what? Can I just list this? Oh, right. Shit, are we gonna have to walk the list? I think we are. I think we are going to have to walk the list. Print results. See, the FMT println worked there, and I'm not sure why. Evaluate all at once of nodes. Node equals decode. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That's a reference to a node. That's why it worked. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So yes, this is okay. I don't know why I got rid of this. We definitely still need the YAML decoder. Don't we have that in there? I thought we had that already. I must have deleted it. I got kind of overzealous. YAML decoder, or am I? What am I? Am I just crazy? Here we go. Encoder bytes buffer. YAML. Okay, result. Print result. Encoder. Yeah, printer equals printer single printer op print results. Print results. Printer dot print results. Or how did you get the printer? yqlib new printer. That wasn't in the other one though. It wasn't needed before. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like, why is this working right here? Right? I don't know why that one is actually working. I want to look. So let me zoom in. Okay, so here we have the YAML YAML preferences main, and then print the results and print out.string. So like for the examples, 3 meaning go. It means variable argument list. Yep. Kind of like Python or whatever. So something about this example that I missed, because this absolutely worked the first time I did it, and this would suggest right here that we are good to go. However, I do not have a decoder here anymore. I got rid of it somehow, and I am not sure how I did that. I think I might have deleted it. I got overzealous. So I got to go add that back. I had all that stuff in my original function, and it's not there anymore. It was all there, and it's not there. So I think that's what happened. I think I deleted it all when I was deleting the other stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, which is why I do disposable commits. I wish I had done it in there. I could go check. By doing merge and squash as a general platform idea. So I'm going to just go copy this. Actually, I want to go back to my issue so I can see it. yqlib comments. Didn't I do that? Gh. Wait, what was my issue number? Why isn't it showing up now? Was it in here? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Oopsie. All right, so bad me. I deleted all of this. I deleted from right here to right here. The decoder is what I needed, and then it would. The secret was is that it was marshaling it into the decoder. So that is what I screwed up. Why is it putting there? Save that. YAML decoder, new default YAML params, init new reader. Don't need that. Strings new reader. This doesn't need to be a thing because it's already a string. We already got it. We don't need that. We have the string. And then we have no.decode error. If error is like equal nil. Like they don't. No, that's a panic. I don't want that shit. Who does that? Nobody should ever do that. How did I lose this? I'm kind of curious. Node's not used. Why are my dot files wrong right here? I keep updating them and not saving them. Yeah. Yeah, there they are. Give me a sec. No. SSH2 bastion.local cd.git status. Stuff here uncommitted, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't commit this. Git diff vim rc. Yeah, there it is. That's what I wanted. I was like, where'd it go? Git commit vim rc -m. Better vim science. Git push. Git status. Git diff. I made some tmux changes too. Made a video about it. Yep. So page down as well as, oh wait, I think I reversed that one. Send keys, jkp. Yeah, that can be reverted. Git restore. So what happens when I change it on one system and on another one? Marquee and everything changed. Those don't need to change. Install service. That does need to change. Can restore scripts. Status. All right, that's good. Thank you for your patience. cd.get full. Okay. Why did I do that? Because I'm tired of this. Wait, what? What changes? It's the same thing. There we go. All right, so no declare not used. No problem. I'm gonna use it. Results error, yqlib, new all at once evaluator, yes. We need to put the node in there though. Yippers. Node error equals deck.node. There we go. Deck.decode. Yes, sir. All right, so this is actually what we did wrong. We called evaluate nodes without giving it the node. I don't know how I broke that so badly, but I definitely did. So there we go. That should be fine. And this printf should be fine now. Yeah, that should fix it. Ish. One, like you. Result. We don't have a result. There's no array anymore. Yeah, results and error. Results. We could well. Trend space FT. Sprint results. Invalid. Invalid. Build. There we go. Invalid memory address. No pointer. Oh yeah? You can bite me. Bite me. Your nil pointer can bite me. I don't know where the nil pointers come from. What's that error? It's probably because... Okay. Yes, sir. Nodes. Wait. CMD. This is Robbie, I know. I've typed BI for 30 years, so I would rather not type Vim. I'd rather type BI. Also, my stuff is largely BI compatible. Evaluate. T. That up. Yeah. Old school. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a frequent rant over here. I went off on stuff. Yeah, I'm stopping myself. People in the stream are like, please no, don't ask him about that. Everybody's like, oh, here we go. So trying to keep it, not that. Invalid memory address and important reference. Something is getting a problem here. I'm guessing it's this. This is my very professional debugging techniques of putting print statements in my code. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, we didn't get to my print statement. That means the error is happening someplace up here. Or is it? Memory pointer or whatever. Oh, that's getting returned, man. That's actually all the way down here. The best way to debug. Okay, so it's funny. There was a Stack Exchange survey which is completely unauthoritative, and that's what they found. Number one answer was print statements. Which terminal? What does that even mean? I don't know how to answer that question. The terminal application? You mean I did a video on it. I use whatever's on the system right now. I've used all the terminals. I've used iTerm2. I've used terminal. I've used Alacrity for years. I've used GNOME terminal. I use whatever's on the system usually. But I wanted to have system cut and paste buffer integration, and I recently reevaluated because of that. Let's see if we make it to here now, shall we? We do not. Holy shit. I'm kind of baffled by this. I'm a little baffled by this because where's the null pointer coming from? That error is getting propagated, which means it's getting returned. Where's another error? It's got to be up here someplace. Maybe stuff's not happening. This is weird as fuck. Oh, that's probably happening in the init. Is it happening in the init? Where is that happening? Is it really that high? Oh my god, I bet it's there. Don't we just check that? What the hell? I know it's a null pointer. I know. Speaking to the program. Yes, so let's see. Let's do. It's not. It's not getting in here at all. There we did. This is super interesting. Okay, so what the hell? This should have logged. Okay, so that was not the error then. All right, so it must be this one. If I had a stack trace, if I had a panic, I'd know, right? Apparently that's not it. Nope. How about here? Why is it not working? It's not throwing an error, and it's also not working. This is so weird. Print ln. Oh, I don't need print ln, it's log. Okay, there it made it. Here it doesn't. If error is not equal to nil, do the thing. This is crazy. Something is really weird here. What the fuck? It's not even getting there. What the fuck? Something in this decode program is failing and like totally dying. Decode candidate node error. There's some implicit data that's not being set there, and I don't know what it is. I think it's actually trying to log something. I think it might have something to do with our logger. Which is so screwed up if that's true. Nope, that's not it. It's either that or it's not actually building. This is really weird, people. This is very unusual. So it's not getting here. Watch, it'll get here, but it won't get there. See that? You know what it could be? It could be the new YAML. It could be the new default YAML preferences could be failing. Actually, yeah. No, because it got there. Never mind. glog. Oh shit. Did I delete glog? God damn it. Yeah, I gotta go find the stupid glog thing again. To get rid of the stupid errors. I mean, this could have been a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. I am going to be so glad to get this done, though. This stuff I'm working right now is directly going to relate to jobs, the work I'm doing this week at work, so I don't really care about this. The problem is I deleted it, I commented it out, and it took it off. All right, so what the fuck? Okay. It definitely got there, but it's not going to get here. It's going to crash. This means that it's panicking, and the panicking is being trapped by Bonsai. Bonsai has a safety in it that none of the other command line tools has that will automatically trap a panic. And thank you for that. And so
Mashimum is now
that is the
following.
only explanation. There's something in here that's panicking. It could be that deck is not defined. Yeah, it could be that deck is a nil. I'm betting that's what it is. Yeah, watch it print. Watch it print null. I think it print null. Watch. Nope, it didn't. It worked. Okay, so it's definitely not. That's not nil, but it's something that it tried to decode. See, it's blowing up before it gets. Actually, this thing is blowing up. Something in there is blowing up, but it's not just blowing up and returning an error. It's blowing. It's like totally the fuck blowing up. So this is like a really bad error, because this means that the something inside of the decode thing is panicking, and that you should never do that. That is so bad to do. So I'm kind of That's the only explanation for this, making it right before after. It doesn't make it to after. That means the only place that error is happening is that panic is happening inside the decode code. So, and decode is completely undocumented. So something about the decoder is not happy. And since it's completely undocumented, that's why there's an issue. That's why it's blowing up. So the decode is not nil. I just did a print of that. It wasn't. It was defined. Something in it is nil though for sure. So yeah. Okay, there it is. See the init new reader? Something about the deck init. I'm not calling deck init because I'm an idiot. How did I miss that? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. If error equals deck init new reader, it's not initialized. That's why it's blowing up. God, I feel stupid. Strings new reader. All right, so this is where we need to pass the string. Oh my God, I feel dumb. I feel dumb. All right, so we don't need to call decode. We need to initialize it. So we need to do deck dot init, and if error equals error equal nil, return. I don't know why I didn't catch that. Maybe because I'm tired. So we need to call init, and we need to give it a new reader. Strings new reader. It just needs a single new reader. And this is exp strings new reader expr. I don't think this is this return. Yeah, okay. So strings new reader, and we're good. And then that should work. Now decode won't blow up. Yeah. Well, we found it. That took a while, but we found it. So there we go. Made string. Yep. So all right. So everything's working now. Finally. God, how did I not? I just got ahead of myself. That's all. Space. I don't even know if we need to trim there. Whatever. All right. Let's do fix the command now. Command can go back to normal. So get ready of that. Print. We just need to actually print out. Call it a day. And we're done. Yep, this should work. There we go. And that's going to, of course. And now it's casting it again. Why is it casting it? Because we didn't iterate over the thing? I could have swore this was working before we did this. All right, so this is saying we have to iterate over the list, which is fine. That's fine. I just didn't think we had to do that. I thought we got away from doing it. See this right here? See how it says FMT print result? Why isn't that working for us? You see what I mean? That should be working for us. It should be casting it enough, and it's absolutely not doing that. So decode node evaluator nodes node result FMT logged out print result. This should If this is just a thing, then that's what's up. Okay, we're back to where we were at least. So we have to cast the thing. I didn't want to do this. I thought we didn't have to do this. I really did. I swear to God we did this without doing all this shit. But I guess not. So we do need to get a new YAML encoder to print it out. That's fine. We'll do that. So encoder equals a YAML encoder, add as a bytes buffer, printer, new printer, a single printer out, print results. I know that we did this without all this extra stuff. Maybe it was because I was doing the other one instead. Anyway, we don't want to lock fatal ever. All right, and then the string is print out dot string. We can just do out dot string here. That's gonna do the parsing. Alrighty, well, it's not as pretty as I wanted, but it works. And it's encapsulated, so this actually should work. There we go. There's a little bit of a problem there. That is not doing what I wanted it to. What? How did I break this? It was working perfectly. It's I'm missing something that I had working before. I wonder if we're still using the old version. Could I have pulled back in an old version? It's not behaving the way it was before. See, we already did this. We already did the YAML decoder. Now we're encoding it into YAML values again. Printer equals yqlib. Inverter encoder. Out. For print results. Error equals nil. What was out? Stood out? No, out was whatever, right? So the string is print out dot string. I don't understand. This is totally busted. I'm starting to get. I need to probably stop. It's not evaluating it at all. It's not running the actual decoder now. It's almost like it's doing something all completely different. I'm starting to think that it never worked, and that this is a ticket. This was an issue that was open on an older version. When I went through and I fixed it, which I didn't save, and I added my own interpretation of it, that worked, and that was like very few lines. This one is using nodes, and it's iterating through the nodes, and I don't think it's correct. I think it has a problem. Because this is not right. This is taking... What am I doing wrong? It's going to be something stupid, I can tell you right now. So, usage error, evaluate. args, empty printout. It should work. It should not be out though. That does not make any sense. It's printing out the query. Why is it printing the query? It's printing the query out. Why is it doing that? It should not be doing that. I'm telling you. And now it's not printing anything if it has both the stuff in it. I think, oh, I know why. That's something to do. Okay. It's this stuff up here. So, yeah. The files. Yeah, this is breaking stuff right here. If the length of args is 1, it should be a usage error actually. It should always have 2 arguments, which I can actually set here. I can say it needs exactly 2 arguments. Args exact. I don't know if field arg exact. What is it? Minargs, numargs. And then I don't need this. Whoops. Error 1 is not going to rows. Oh. Why is it doing that? Happy coding. How you doing? Time to jump to Zig. Why? Show me one person who's paid to code in Zig. I love these popular useless languages. They're so much fun. They dominate the YouTube conversation, but they're not used at all. It's like the total, if you could take the percentage of like random discussion of useless languages that are fun and cool compared to the actual number of lines of code that are written or executed in enterprise every day to keep our world working. But people got a dream. So this is a Rob problem. This is a I'm tired, I've been streaming for 12 hours problem. There's something in here that's not right. And I don't know what it is. So obviously results equals error, new value. Part of the problem is probably that I'm doing these two things together at the same time. I'm kind of inclined to punt and do what I was going to do before. And I had a simpler version of this in the original version. And I'm kind of inclined to use it now. I didn't save it though. I'm going to go back to it and use mine. Yeah, so here's the one. So yeah. I'm going to go back in and use this instead. And get rid of logging. Yep, I'm going to revert the whole fucking thing. Yep, I'm going to use my original code. So git restore cmd git restore yq.go. Any stuff you can please help me? What? Right. Not you, but I like your stuff. I have no idea right now. What to learn from? Oh yeah, I mean just you can go to my Seal Stack stuff and read that and start learning. Yep, just go to and November 3rd, stay tuned. I'll be teaching people how to do stuff. Sign up for Hetanis stuff. Skillstack.io. Go. That's the best I can give you. I'm not a cybersecurity expert anymore. I don't do that stuff. I can do it. I just don't. I'm kind of busy working now and helping other people do things, get jobs and stuff. And if cybersecurity is a thing, you can do too, though. So, all right, we're going to recode this whole thing. I'm going to regroup and do the whole thing. So, this is the original YQ, and actually the refactored version that I had was working until I blew it out. So, I'm going to go back to the. I'm going to refactor it again really quick, knowing what I need to know. So, first of all, we don't need this logging. Let's get rid of the logging right away. That is something that we can add that we found in this log. And we can go find that right away. So glog and this. So we're going to actually make 2 buffer saves. We're going to save this buffer. And then I'm going to save another buffer. I'm doing 2 buffer saves. I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to paste those things. First thing I'm going to paste is right here. So I'm going to iterate through my buffers with equals. And which buffer do I want? I want this one. So I hit enter and that pulls that buffer in. I want another buffer for init. I can do that, push the equal sign, leader equal sign, and we want this one now. And I can put that in there. I can save it and my language server will clean it up. I can get rid of the glogging package and remove all references to it right here. That can all just go away, thank God. Bytes buffer stays. Stuff they are doing, other server stuff. Can you help? Can you help me? I like to watch someone do stuff. Come on, Twitch. Twitch has got tons of cybersecurity people. Yep, including OSI, NahamSec, OSCP, official. That's where all the cybersecurity streaming, most of it's happening. Hammond, he makes videos. There's a lot of people doing stuff like that. Undefined printer format, we don't need that. All right, so I don't think I need this. I don't think I need a new printer at all. I'm getting rid of that. I'm going to change evaluate to, actually I'm going to leave this one. I think this one we might have to tweak a little bit. This one actually takes a centered error. We're going to use new printer from yqlib, which is a different thing. So that it takes an encoder, a print writer, yqlib print writer, and a printer. So I don't know about that. yqlib printer. It's weird because it takes another printer. I don't know what's up about that. I don't know about this entire function actually. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't need it. This takes the functions on it, but I don't need it. So we're gonna do evaluate to string, but we're gonna change this to be evaluate. And returns a string. We almost don't need this. We can almost just call this directly from the command. And calls yqlib evaluate nodes. Calls yqlib with reasonable defaults. Okay, so delete this. Files we don't really need, but whatever. We need a bytes buffer, new all at once. We don't need that actually. We can actually do this directly and do node. We did evaluate node. I don't know. The expression, we got that. That's fine. Evaluate files. what does this take? This takes this expression, the file names, a printer, and a decoder. And I think we can do a printer and a decoder by default. Yeah, yqlib. A new printer takes an encoder, an encoder, and a printer and a printer. I don't understand that. Like, why would it take another yqlib printer? Is that just so they can add on to the other previous printer? I don't understand that. I think we can get away with the nodes instead, though. Which just takes the expression and then the nodes. We tried this already, and it didn't work. I hate this because I had it working. Here's the rainbow. What's that? How Rob said is like a multicolored rainbow. And what's happening on the screen? Yeah, it changes. Yeah, I am like pink 1 second, and then I don't know what's going on here. Honest to God, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten. I had it all working, or did I? And then it broke. So I'm kind of struggling here. This code does not work. The code that's here. I don't want to get too stuck into doing this again. And we just checked it. So again, I'm going back. You know what? I'm gonna rip it out again. I restored it again. All right, so I'm gonna print back the logging. Glog. And put glog down here again. Get rid of the logging. Get rid of it. Get rid of the logging. Get rid of this logging. All right, so let's fix the other stuff. So the files, let's keep it the way it is. New L1 evaluator, that's the same. The printer is the same. The preferences we're putting up here, we're going to use them for both. And this new printer thing, this is the thing that I made and then I replaced it. I actually fixed that part. So let's do this. Let's fix the printer. So we're going to use a yqlib printer. And we're going to see that. But this is the thing I don't understand. So it says the function yqlib new printer takes an encoder, a printer writer, and it returns printer. Okay, never mind. I got it. Okay, so printer takes a yqlib encoder, new YAML encoder, new YAML decoder. I think we need a YAML encoder, new YAML encoder. Right? Is that a thing? yqlib prefs YAML encoder. Okay, so takes the encoder. New printer takes. Yeah. Wait. All right, so this takes new printer encoder. This is IN. All right, so encoder. Enc. YAML encoder prefs YAML new printer equals an encoder. And then it takes a print writer, which I don't know how to make one of those. Let's do it though. A PW yqlib new print writer. Is not a thing. I don't know. Print writer. What the fuck? yqlib printer writer. Of course. A printer writer is an interface. how do we get the default? Printer writer, you know, YAML encoder. There we go. New single printer writer out. Okay, there we go. New single printer writer out. I obviously I didn't have this right ever. New single printer writer. And then what kind of output? We want output. So in this case, it uses output is stud out, I think, on this one. Only all files supportable. Read a standard input, no arguments. This is one of the files for logging. Yeah. All right. So this actually goes to stud out. So that's why. os.stud out. Yeah. PW color not used. Okay, we're going to use it right now. We need print writer that, and then return printer. Okay, that's actually it. All this other stuff can go away. So print writer, and that'll give us a new printer, and then we pass the print writer to the YAML decoder preps to evaluate. So we have the expression, we have the files, we have the printer, and we have the decoder. So that gives us everything we need. We can close this all off, and that code will work. Okay. Now that's the code we've already had kind of working before. Another advantage of that is I can actually use the dash to print a standard output by default. So it says here the printer writer is the files. This reads from standard in if that's that way. And new YAML encoder, new YAML decoder, new printer evaluate files. Yeah, this is actually built into the evaluate files command. The dash is built into evaluate files. I remember that. So that should be fine. I should probably document all that. So this stuff we don't need anymore at all. None of it. So we don't need a new printer anymore. And we need evaluate to string to be kind of the same, but all right. So with the string, same thing. We need all of the same code as above, except what? We can call evaluate with the files, string in the files. This is going to stud out. All right. The difference is that this can be redirected to a string instead. So I could do this by telling I want stud out and taking over stud out as the output, but let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. So we need this. We need this. We need this new evaluator all at once. Yes, we need that. We need prefs, which we can override. EV, enk. We need an YAML encoder. EV, YAML encoder. We need a single print writer. This is the difference, though. The PW. Yep. The PW is going to be printing out to that output buffer. So this is going to be buff. All right. So need to try to get rid of that. Prefs got rid of that. New decoder prefs got rid of that. Actually, we need a what is this printer? Enc PW. Enc PWPR DC. All right. So then we evaluate. We call evaluate files, which you already have up here. Now I could have evaluated nodes, but I don't need to. So actually can call evaluate files. Yeah, and then we just print the string buffer. That should work, actually. I don't know why I got rid of that before. Without any changes, that should work. Go install cmd. Oh, no, we want build, not install. Add yq dot test data sample. All right, it's working. You know, it's funny because I swear to God, I had that exact thing before. Comments equals. That's going to get rid of the comments. Dot foo. dot, I don't know, dot foo. Yeah. Anyway, it's totally working now. And it's been fixed, and it went pretty quickly. It just took me a while. I don't know why I went through that long-winded thing. I thought I was going to be able to use the nodes thing instead, which did not work. So I'm going to keep it as it is. It's totally fixed. It's far less code. And I like this too because it shows me everything that's going on, so I can actually inject other things if I wanted to. So I like it a lot better. And it keeps the same interface. It doesn't break anything. So get status. I'm going to be committing this to main. Just cause. And we're gonna bump up the version. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna probably quit for the night. I don't know where my wife is. Where's my wife? It's like 9 o'clock. Is she not home yet? Anyway, so let's do this. Remove YQ. I should probably put a go releaser on this. How you doing? Go some. Let's see. YQ CMD. Wait. D echo. We're gonna go up here and see the last one. I say it changes to 4.0. We're gonna change the README a little bit, and we'll be done for the day. So, the command allows YAML. Trigger the heads here. I don't know about that. Query. YAML JSON TOML XML files. 24 version 4 allows YAML JSON TOML XML. So everything else is the same. So that is fine. So we can do this. Go add dash dot a dot go git commit dash m update to latest yqlib and git status git I mean, did it get built? No. Git push get it found 7 vulnerabilities. This is because of the stuff that I am dependent on, not because of YQ by itself. Yeah. The vulnerabilities that it's finding are in the vulnerabilities it's finding are in the dependencies that I have. Why did the stream die? The stream didn't die for me. If the stream's dying, it's because the bit rate is bad between here and my router. It could be. It could be the reason. It just died just now. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not doing that. That's coming. That's not coming from me. That's coming either from the fact that I'm on Wi-Fi, or it's coming from live for 1 minute 15 seconds. I didn't do that. I did not kill the stream. My wife just got home, so I guess I'm done. Probably a good time for me to end the stream. I did not kill the stream. That's Twitch. Blame on Twitch. So, gotta go. Let's raid somebody. You got a network error. It's not my problem. I don't know. I paid my bills. Anyway, this has been committed, and it is good. I'm going to go take a shower and call it a day. Git push. And actually, this is really good because now my dependency is not going to break Bonsai when I use it. So another thing that's really amazing about this is that you can just use it. I'm actually going to make a video really quick about this before we wrap up. All right, so yeah, I'm going to make a video about this. I'm going to go tell my wife I'm going to make a video. I'll be right back. Rip your IPA sometime in the past. No. I don't know what that's about. No. I'll be right back. I'll be right back in just a second. to record and then I'll be done. Hey. You know, it's funny. I made enough videos to publish today. I published one video a day. I think I might actually do that. I might stagger the videos I recorded today and publish one a day just to keep you guys in suspense. So there. So there.
So there.
So there. So there. Why am I all like, whoa, what's happening? My world is so weird. Okay. Yeah. All right. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Not much, but a little. I don't like that this shows my Mac screen. It drives me nuts. I wish it didn't. I need to make a different capture that does not do that. Yeah. I don't care. All right, Rob. Keep going, Rob. Just keep on moving, Rob. Yeah. Should I get water running in a VM? My wife bought beer. Can you believe that? I got sores on my head because I'm old. I don't like it. Sucks to be me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all wanted to see like the big screeny thingy, but here. I don't even know what happened there. Like something happened. My camera changed. It was better before. Something changed. All right, are you guys ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna make this video and then I'm out of here. My wife is actually waiting. I made a video about this already, but I'm gonna do it again. All right, so here we go. Ready to go. So YAML, YQ, we've talked about it. I've done long streams. You can go watch the whole stream where I actually did this fix. What is YAML? What is YQ? Why do you use it? We're not going to talk about that right now. Just know that YQ is a good thing. I will give you one small sample of why you want to use YQ. So you look at a build program like this, and you can see that I use YQ to filter out the secrets into their own file. I use it to get the names of all the secrets so I can make external secrets to match all the secrets. I use it to save the YAMLs file and to put all of the comments from the, all the values from the values Postgres file under Postgres SQL so that when they get merged over here, they're in the right place. I mean, if you don't know how to use YQ in 2024, really, why don't you know it? You should really learn it. But, it goes without saying then that given the immense, value of using YQ, which you should use instead of JQ, by the way, because it's faster than JQ. JQ comes on the system, but YQ is faster, does YAML, does TOML, does JSON, does XML, does them all. And implicitly, it does them all. It's really great. It's also a lot faster. So given all of that benefit, wouldn't it be great if you could, you could make your own, Go monoliths or, rootkits or HomeKits or whatever you want and not have to call out to use JQ. Well, enter yqlib. And this is how you do it. So you call in to the yqlib, and that's what this program does. And this is a sample that I've done. This is RWXRob/YQ, which I'm not suggesting you ever use for anything. It's just a repo out there that I've called YQ on purpose because it's a bonsai tree that I use or subtree to include YQ into my own monolith. So that's right. I don't have to have YQ. I don't have to get the YQ binary and embed it. And then, I can actually have all the functionality of YQ in any monolith that I ever want to make, any command that I ever want to make, just with an import statement, because bonsai. So that's what this is. And so up here we have the library that we're going to grab. We disable logging, which by default for some reason is turned out to be extremely high, which is a pain in the butt to clean up. And then we have these very, very, very high level functional, high level functions that you can call into that do kind of what you want. You can pass any YQ string in here against these files with the dash being standard input, and you can run it. So this is kind of a long-winded way. You don't have to do all of these things. There's an open issue. It's actually issue number, what's this issue number? It talks to you about how to do the same thing if you want to. This is issue number 2021 on Mike Farrow's YQ, which is an enhancement that just gives you an example of how to use YQ directly because it's not in the documentation. I might actually submit a PR for that because I do think it needs to be done, and I'll reference this video when I do it. But this is pretty easy. You can grab all the reason I like calling it out like this by individuals as you reconstruct the query is because I can actually inject stuff in here if I want to later on. I can come back in and say I don't want to use that out there or whatever. And then I have an evaluate to string, which is exactly the same thing. It's just using an output byte buffer and then converting that into a string so that when it gets called in the CMD, this is the bonsai command, that it does the right thing. It calls evaluate. It takes in a single argument, which is the thing there, and then it goes ahead and it executes that. So, and you can look at that too if you do dash. Oh, I need to build it. So go build dot command YQ. It's going to build again. This is not designed to be run as a standalone program. It can be, but it's more designed to be included in some other program. But as all bonsai subtrees do, it has its functionality encapsulated in a tiny little command in order to provide that functionality by itself. If you want, you just have to encapsulate. This is my entire convention for bonsai, which is why I have artifacts rob/YQ. It's not a YQ port. It's a YQ embeddable bonsai subtree. And so that's what you have. And then this is the thing. So then you get this YQ command, which you can run, help against that. And it will show you this really beautiful help that gets generated. This is a bonsai thing. So it's got to get your expression and everything. It shows you the YQ that you can use. It talks about it a little bit. It tells you where to find it. It shows you I updated the version. That's right. Every sub command gets its own version in the bonsai world because who knows who's going to embed it at what point. So, and then that's it. So what does that look like? What does the command look like? It looks like this. Here's all the data for it. This is how we do template notation documentation inside of bonsai. We use Golang templates, because why not? And a little bit of markdown there, and we go ahead and we parse that. So now I can do YQ dot against the test data, and you'll see that it's printing out the test data. Now I want you to also notice that it's using color there, and you're like, okay, so that's the YQ that is using color. That's the actual YQ. That's not my YQ. You can add color. If I wanted to add color, I could go back and do it. But because this is just a generic tool, I don't know if I'm going to actually add all of those extra things to my thing. But if you want to do that, just go in here, and when you get to the printer, the new printer here, you get the printer writer. You can actually change it and set the color in the printer writer and things like that, so that you can change your default. If you want to parse the options and stuff, you can do that. I really don't. I just want it to be reliable. Let me prove to you though that it is actually YQ. So if I do this, I can say I want to pipe that. I want to disable comments. A lot of people don't know this, so I'll go show you this. That's how you disable comments in the output for everything. And then you get exactly what you want. If I wanted to just get foo, I can do that. If I wanted to get foo and pipe that to keys, I can do that. And I get the two keys, bar another. So it is absolutely 100% YQ. This is the same exact library that is used by the YQ tool. It's just now something that you can call either from a high level function in your own Go code or as an embedded subcommand of another monolith. All right, so that's enough for me for videos. I'm about to go raid somebody and take off. Thank you for being here, everybody. But let's go ahead and raid. People are going to bed now. It's kind of late and stuff. There's other people streaming. 3 participants. Who are we gonna raid? Who's on the Twitch? Who is on the Twitch today? The Twitch. See you folks. Stay safe. Hey Mark. Trump's still talking, isn't he? He's in Coachella. First time I heard that, I thought he was at like a. I thought he was at a thing. Oh my god, he. When I heard he was in Coachella, I thought he was at like the Coachella, thing. He's not. Last Miles is on. Let's rate Last Miles. Oh, B7 is on. He's playing games. Is anybody actually doing coding right now? I doubt it. Oh, Dennis is. Let's raid Dennis. I'm gonna raid Dennis. Yeah, I'll raid him. So if I can remember how to do it. I've fallen and I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Raid. There he is, Dennis. Anybody else have any other Go programmers out there? Hey, thank you for all that. Thank you for all that. That's really awesome. I am raiding somebody. I hope nobody's getting ready to raid me because I'm raiding somebody else. Thank you for that. So let's go ahead and raid Python Novim. Yeah, let's just go ahead and raid Mr. Smells. Tell him I'm not here. Oh, he's looking at the RPM file format. Seriously. Awesome. Start raid. Car is sus indeed. Yeah. Does he know I'm raiding him? Probably not yet. How you doing, Risky? Hopefully we're not getting ready to get raided here. Bye, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Okie doke. All right. I gotta say goodbye to Dennis. I really have to just leave because if I don't, I'll stay here for another 7 hours or whatever. So stop streaming.